What's up, everyone? I'm Brandon.
I'm Ryan.
This is Brandon and Ryan Game Talk. We have a hell of a week of news, actually. You know, with life and social distancing, video game news has been slow, but there is a shit ton of stuff this week. I assume you noticed that as well?
Sure, I'm excited to talk about stuff today.
Okay. We're going to start hot with something me and you are both excited about. Assassin's Creed Valhalla got officially unveiled this past Thursday, and we're going to watch the trailer that they dropped. Oh, God.
Again.
Car
for like
alarm.
the fourth time for me.
I only watched it once. I'm excited to watch it again. The car alarm going off outside is on my end, so there's that.
I'm in the middle of nowhere. So it's not going to be me. If it was me, if it was an alarm here, I would have been running outside because it's one of my cars.
It's one of the cars there, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're just going to start with this, and then we'll talk about it after.
They are heartless. Godless barbarians. They murder and kill blindly.
She could.
They scar the lands of England. Lands they will never defend, never love. The time has come to speak to them in a language they will understand.
This guy seems like a good douchey bad guy, which I'm into.
And his little minion, I'm really excited about. He's got that fucking little pig-faced bastard look.
Yep.
Super cool.
The dismemberments.
Yeah, it's intense. I like that. What is
You can throw axes? Hell yeah. That guy's probably an assassin, right?
that one?
The guy he saw by the tree.
Odin is
That's
with us!
Odin.
It's probably
Right?
actually
You
an
think that's
assassin.
what it is? You think it's well? Because I'm basing it off of Odyssey. We could talk about that. Like there's a lot of that god stuff in there, and like
Okay.
actual gods. So I'm hoping.
I had called this part in my head when I was watching the trailer the first time, which I was stoked about.
Yeah, there was no way he was going to get it.
Because Hidden Blades have been gone for a while, and fans want them.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, available holiday 2020.
Hell yeah.
Ah, man, I'm excited.
So that looks amazing.
Dope.
Yes, I'm very excited for that. It had been rumored that that was the setting for the next Assassin's Creed for a couple years, now. I remember hearing about it.
Yeah.
But nothing was official ever until they teased it with some art. Boss Logic did an art stream the day before this trailer dropped, which unveiled artwork and Vikings and shit. And then this full unveil. No gameplay, but we kind of know what we're getting with Assassin's Creed, so.
Yeah, and like that trailer alone, like I was super stoked for this game, but the trailer makes me more excited than I thought I would be.
Mm-hmm.
And like I had started to say before, like playing Odyssey as much as I did, like with actual, like the gods were in it, and you had the abilities and different things.
Well,
I'm
and I know
hoping that's what
Origins
is
had
happening.
gods as well, but to me that very much looks like some assassin that you're going to talk to, and then you'll become part of the Creed, kind of. Even though the Creed hasn't been as big of a thing in the story, like kind of.
Yeah.
But and then then you're turning into the bird, which is like your eagle vision or whatever the fuck it's called. So that's what that seems like to me. But I mean, I hope it's like if it's literally Odin, that would be dope as shit.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I just hope, like, by him saying, "Oh, Odin's with us," like that, it's just like a little hint as to what they're gonna bring. They're gonna bring the gods into it, like they did with Odyssey. But
yeah, and I know Origins brought the gods into it. I think with like DLC, because Origins was set in Egypt and like the pyramids and shit like that. So there were pharaohs and different gods, I think, in the add-ons. But I didn't play. I played Origins and Odyssey, never finished either of them. Liked both of them. You played the shit out of Odyssey. That was your first Assassin's Creed, really, right?
the first, in depth. Like I dabbled in. I think we talked about the Ezio trilogy. Like I dabbled in them. My brother always played them, and I would pick them up, and I never got like heavily invested.
And I played
until Odyssey.
And I fell off kind of. I played the shit out of them. I played all of them through until Assassin's Creed 3, and then I fell off because 3 pissed me off, and I didn't like the setting, didn't like the character. But I knew it finished off back when the Abstergo storylines, like the real-time, like current-day storylines that go parallel with Assassin's Creed, that wrapped up a storyline in that, which I did want to see because Assassin's Creed 4 was coming out and actually looked good again. And I was like, fuck, I need to actually play through 3 now to get the story. And then 4 was amazing, which is Black Flag, the pirate one. And then...
I hear that a lot.
That one's fantastic. You can get it on Switch now, so it would be worth it for that.
I've thought about it. I actually almost... I was kind of browsing PlayStation Store and whatnot before this, and I was thinking about Origins, actually.
I would pick up... You'll like Origins, because it plays similar to Odyssey. Because it started the whole RPG system, actually, because you used to not level up and have gear. That wasn't a thing. I'm trying to think if I have...
And, like...
I might have a physical copy of Black Flag on PS4. Because it was a launch title for PlayStation 4.
Weird.
It was cross-gen, like this one's going to be. So, yeah, Xbox One, PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X. That's why it says holiday, because we don't know when the consoles are coming out.
Nobody knows anything.
Right.
And like
Exactly.
So with how much I liked Odyssey, I'm probably gonna splurge and get myself some kind of badass deluxe or collector's.
Did you see that's where they unveiled? So it's not exactly like Odyssey. So in Odyssey there were 2 different protagonists, Cassandra and Alexios, right? Alexios was the brother. And whichever one you picked, the other one became an NPC character. Cassandra, 100% the way to go, because she's badass.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's up, Tivril? But in this one, you're playing the same character, whether you pick female or male. So it's Eivor, but they said, the director said female and male Eivor are both in canon. He said he didn't explain it any more than that, so I'm assuming once you pick one of the siblings, there is a story element to it like in Odyssey, but it's not going to be the same as Odyssey, I guess.
Yeah, I remember seeing that too, and I'm curious to see more, and I'm excited to see how they pull it off.
And that's the big collector's edition, is a statue of her, if you saw this. I don't actually know if you can see the website display when I do this.
Yeah, if you pull it up. I'm following it on my phone.
Oh, okay, so this is what female Avoy? Is that what it is?
Sweet.
That's what she looks like. And this is part of some collector's edition. I don't know how much the collector's edition is. Also, you can't pre-order them for next-gen consoles, obviously. Oh, it's all good, man. No worries.
Yeah, I'm super stoked. That's a badass statue.
Yeah. Now, I personally am probably most likely going to pick male Avoy because I want the dope-ass Viking beards. No offense to female Avoy, she's not going to have a dope Viking beard.
I mean, you never know.
Yeah, that's true. You can get sweet ass tattoos and shit. Like there are tattoo parlors, I believe, in the game.
Cool.
So I don't know the conversion rate on this. This is pounds. About 180 pounds.
Yeah.
Which is usually doubled.
Pounds?
Is it usually
Euros?
doubled?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm dumb.
But I wouldn't get it for. This will 100% be a PlayStation 5 game for me. Even if it comes out like a month early on PS4, I'll just wait.
Yeah, cause and I don't know.
Odin is with
I was
us.
thinking.
Yes.
It's true. True story. I don't know. I'm super stoked because, first off, Greek mythology has been like my jam since I was a fucking toddler. I love Greek mythology. I'm obsessed with it.
Oh yeah, Fable. That's why God of War was the Hercules Disney movie, and then God of War games are what got me into Greek mythology.
Yes, it's amazing. I mean, they're just amazing. And then, like I said, that's why I want to pick up Origins because like Egyptian lore and mythology.
You get to explore the pyramids.
But-
Going into the pyramids and shit was really cool.
see?
And you climb them, and then you slide down when you're done, which is cool as shit.
I should just do that. Should just pick it up. But we'll get to it because
It's
I'm in the middle of
cheap
another game
all
now.
the time.
So
Like I see the Origins
I
like
could look right
complete
now.
edition like really cheap. I should go back with Norse mythology. I didn't really get into till I started to get into like Thor comics and stuff more, which was weird because that happened around the same time the MCU started to get bigger with Thor, and then also God of War switched to Norse mythology with its like reimagining, which was amazing.
Oh my
The timing
God,
was like
yes.
insane with all of that, and then this as well is going to be Norse, which is badass. Another thing. So I'll just read this article to you. God, is that car alarm going off again? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Let me just read this headline from Jonathan Dorbush at IGN. Assassin's Creed Valhalla to feature playable Viking rap battles. Did you see this?
no.
Yeah, so I'm just going to read the article. Ubisoft unveiled the first in-game screenshots. Your ass is hype again. It unveiled features and like kind of mini game stuff you can do kind of in the world, and one stands out: Viking rap battles. So this is the official description for Valhalla on Ubisoft's website. Sail across the icy North Sea to discover and conquer the broken kingdoms of England. Immerse yourself in activities like hunting, fishing, dice, and drinking games, or engage in traditional Norse competitions like flighting, or as it's better known, verbally devastating rivals through the art of Viking rap battle. What? Yes. That sounds amazing. I hope it's as good as it sounds.
Truly.
Flighting was a battle of insults akin to modern-day rap battles, allowing you to quite literally add insult to injury against all those who oppose the main character, Ivor, during Valhalla's story. That sounds so fucking cool. I hope it's amazing and hilarious. I'm curious how the gameplay of it's gonna look. If it's gonna look like a QTE or like almost a Guitar Hero thing, where there's like a track of buttons and then you're just like singing, talking shit at them. I don't know. Very excited. Yeah, poet fight.
Damn, that sounds legit. Sounds like they're going adding stuff like cool little things that weren't in Odyssey.
Yeah, which is amazing. I'm very excited for this, and it will probably be another. Okay, so the collector's edition with the statue is $200. FYI, if you want it, you can only get it on Amazon at Ubisoft's website right now. But it's only current gen ones, so
Yeah, we'll see.
yeah.
Sweet.
So
That's
kind of continuing from that, we will actually see some gameplay this week. So Microsoft is going to demo Xbox Series X games on May 7th. This is Tom Warren from The Verge. They tweeted this out, premiering on Inside Xbox May 7th, 11 a.m. Eastern, so 10 a.m. our time. We'll be at work, so that sucks. Wait, what? There's a story about how Odin brought forth poetry by
That's
sexing up a
amazing.
giant.
That's amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah, so at first, when Xbox announced this, I thought it was going to be first-party titles and shit like that, but it sounds like it's just going to be third-party games running on the Series X, which will just be cool to see Series X games running. And Ubisoft was in the comments of this tweet, and they're going to be there to show off Assassin's Creed Valhalla gameplay, which was probably the most exciting thing for
Oh
me
man,
out of all this.
yeah. Honestly,
Mhm.
I don't think I've been like, I don't know. I'm really excited for this. Like I
Yeah.
said, I was excited for the new Assassin's Creed, but seeing that
Right.
cinematic trailer, out of all the games this year, I think I'm most excited for right now. Like even with Last of Us
And
and
like
everything.
Cyberpunk and shit like that.
Yeah,
I
like
don't
this,
know.
I think just took the cake for me. But I don't know, man.
I don't know if I have
think
a
it's
most.
gonna be
This
good.
is definitely in that argument with all of those.
Hmm. And Outriders, I'm still
Oh, yeah,
following
I
that.
keep
I'm still
forgetting
really
about
stoked for
Outriders.
it.
Well, that's gonna
Yeah, I'm
probably launch with
still.
consoles, right? And then also, what's the other one? Godfall is supposed to launch with them.
There was
So that's a
Godfall,
PS5
and then there was
exclusive.
Gods, and there's a lot of games.
Well,
Gods and
there's that
Monsters
Gods and
is
Monsters,
that.
but we haven't seen that game at all, so I doubt that's coming out this year. I mean, I hope it does. That's the Breath of the Wild style one. Actually, I hope it doesn't, because there's too many open world games. So that would be one that I would skip.
Yeah.
So
But
we'll have some gameplay to talk about next week. I was hoping we'd see some Halo gameplay, because we still haven't seen Halo Infinite gameplay. And that's launching with the Xbox Series X. And I'll be able to play it on my 1S. But it sounds like it's just
Woohoo.
third parties, unless they're lying, and they are
Halo.
going to show more.
I hope so. But and you'd almost think that they would because there's no E3, there's nothing else going on.
Right. Well, I'm
So I'm
wondering if they're
almost-
waiting until around E3 time when everybody's doing their like own shit.
Yeah.
So that could be why.
That could
Yeah, I know Tivril. Yeah, hype for Cyberpunk. I'm hyped for Cyberpunk as well. I didn't actually watch the
Yeah.
last teaser.
Oh, it was cool. It
Yeah,
was
you
legit.
were telling me about it a couple weeks ago. I mean, they've showed off a shit ton of gameplay from E3 demos and shit, but I didn't watch
Yeah.
the newest one.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's going to be really good. I think it's going to be a lot of like.
Which is kind of
gonna have to
why
set aside a lot of time.
part of me wants to wait, but part of me is probably just going to grab it on PS4 so I have the time to play it because it comes out in September and next gen console's probably not till November. So it's like by that
Well-
time I'll probably have played a shit ton of Cyberpunk, and then Horizon 2 or Assassin's Creed will be in my pipeline for PlayStation 5. you know?
Right. That's true. It's almost like I need to decide what do I want on next gen and what do I want early. That's a
Right.
good point because you're right. If I wait for all of these,
Yeah, you're not going to have time.
Shit.
Right? They're all giant
Shit.
open world fucking huge ass games. There's no way. I mean, there's a way. It would just be a while. And we're assuming Horizon is launching with it. We don't know that yet.
true. We're also assuming that these consoles are going to come out in fall.
Also, yeah. Also true. And we'll be able to find one. I mean, I'll fucking wait in line. We talked about this.
Yeah,
Just
no,
punch
I
out
will
of
be
work
there.
and
I will call
stand
into
there.
work and be there. I will take a day off just to be there on time.
Just punch out early and then go wait
Yeah.
in electronics for 10 hours.
Yep. Oh man.
All right. Speaking of PlayStation, we got release dates this week for Last of Us Part 2, which got delayed indefinitely a few weeks ago, and Ghost of Tsushima. So Ghost of Tsushima got delayed a little bit because of Last of Us 2's new date. This is from Herman Holst at the PlayStation blog. Last of Us Part 2 will arrive June 19th now, and Ghost of Tsushima will follow on July 17th. So I believe Ghost of Tsushima was around that time initially. It was like June 20th or some shit like that. So obviously they're
Yeah.
not going to come out within a week of each other. Roni? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's going to delay some games for sure, but we'll cross that
I
bridge
just
when we
hope-
get there.
I just hope they don't push. I keep, like they pushed all the spring games to summer, and summer gets pushed back, and I'm really concerned that they're going to push it back because, like we just said, like they're going to be conscious of how time-consuming these games are, and they're not going
Right.
to want people to. That's why I think like Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima are a month apart. Like that's the perfect amount of time
I think they're enough
to
apart,
casually get through.
especially because The
Us.
Last of Us 2 isn't going to be as open of a game. Like Ghost of Tsushima is an open world game, and Last of Us Part 2 is going to be a more linear, like level based, where you're going through areas and like that. So it's very
Yeah.
cinematic, which Ghost of Tsushima looks cinematic as shit as well, but then it's also open world, which
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
very excited for
super
Last of Us
stoked.
Part 2. I think I'm more excited for Ghost of Tsushima just because open world, brand new IP, samurai game sounds like super my shit. Last of Us Part 1 is one of my favorite games, but it's
Yeah.
also depressing as hell, and I know this one's gonna be too. So
Well, and I almost feel like with Last of Us, like we know what we're getting from it,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
obviously, it's good. We don't know anything, but
Right.
we know a
Gotta avoid
general
those
assumption
spoilers,
of what
which we'll
it's
get
going to
to.
be. Yeah. But yeah,
Impact
Ghost of
production
Tsushima.
consensus. Yeah, it's definitely going to cause there's going to be less consoles, which they've said that. Like,
Yeah.
it'll definitely impact the production versus people not being in the factory. Yeah, and the rumor is the PlayStation 5 is going to ship with like 2 million less consoles for the first few months compared to the PlayStation 4 because of production slowing and everything like that. Phil Spencer from Xbox said that consoles, well, they keep saying this, that consoles aren't going to get delayed, but games might get delayed. So we might not see a lot of first-party games from Xbox.
Launch
Halo for
titles and
sure
stuff.
has to come out. If it doesn't, well, who the fuck's buying this Xbox? Like, if they're just like, we got Assassin's Creed
honestly.
Valhalla and Cyberpunk, it's like, well, what the fuck? Yeah, those are old-gen games too. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah,
Doesn't
Last of Us
count.
Part 2 in a month and a half. Ghost of Tsushima,
Yeah.
2.5 months. So we got some big games coming now, which is
Finally.
exciting.
Finally.
Right.
Jesus.
Yeah. Sticking with Last of Us, I didn't actually pull an article for the leaks, but the game and like all of its cinematics sounds like it leaked. So be careful out there. Avoid comment sections. Don't search
Yeah.
YouTube because they're just like full cutscenes and full everything is all over the internet. Sony
Ugh,
did say they
so
found who leaked it,
depressing.
and it wasn't somebody who worked at Naughty Dog or Sony. So they could be lying. I don't think they are, but yep, exactly. Hype for zombies to make me depressed. 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
So that's all I'm really going to say about the leaks. I haven't looked anything up, just trying to avoid them.
Yeah.
Because
I think
heavy
at this
story-based
point, like,
games, especially The Last of Us, is going to have some huge story beats that I want to feel
It'll
while I'm
ruin it.
playing it.
Yeah. And I think like I know the release date and that's it. I don't need to I'm not even going to read any articles even if it says no spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over it. I'll just
And we
wait
know
at
a
this point.
gist of the story and what we're getting
Right.
from the couple of things we've seen at E3. Like, it's going to be dark.
Right.
You're playing as Ellie. It seems like a revenge tale, which I'm all about, going and just fucking people up with Ellie, because these games are brutal. And this looks
Yeah.
more brutal, so...
Cool.
So,
It'll
yeah.
be nice.
Back to good Last of Us news. We do know that there's a Last of Us HBO series coming. This is from Connor Sheridan at Games Radar. Troy Baker, who voices Joel in The Last of Us Part 1 and 2. He's a huge voice actor. If you haven't seen him or know what he does, he's in like a band as well. But he voiced Booker DeWitt, Bioshock Infinite. He voiced Snow from the Final Fantasy 13 series. He voiced... Fuck, who's the character's name in Infamous Second Son? Desmond? He voices Nathan Drake's brother in Uncharted 4. Can't remember your brother's name. Do you remember?
Nope.
Come on,
You got
man.
better memory than I do.
I can picture him. I can see him. But he just commented on the Last of Us HBO series. Currently, he's not involved right now. What did he say? He said it's coming from a fan's perspective, though. So, like, the showrunner from Chernobyl, who is also showrunning the HBO series, working with Naughty Dog director Neil Druckmann to bring this show to life, is a fan of the game and wants to tell it from an exciting and fan perspective. So it's going to do justice to the games with, like, it should. I can't say it's going to, but it should. So that's exciting to hear. It would be cool if he's involved at some point, because he is a good actor, even though he voice acts most of the time. But playing as Ellie in the first one was fun. Yeah, playing as Ellie in the first one is tense. I liked the DLC with her a lot. I can't remember what it's called, where you're going through the mall and everything like that. Very cool. But then the portion of the game where you are in the shed because Joel got fucked up and you're defending and everything like that is very cool. But now she's an adult and more murder death killy, so I'm into that. That's all I got for Last of Us news. Any more commentary on that? You're excited. We're both excited. You played The Last of Us, what, like a year or so ago?
Yeah, relative.
I can't hear you anymore.
Uh-oh. I don't know what to say.
Now I heard
don't know
you.
what to tell you.
I heard you now. It
Oh,
just
okay.
maybe you were talking too soft and your mic wasn't picking it up.
Last summer? It was either last summer or the summer before.
Yeah. I tried replaying it
But-
a few months ago. I got decently far. I could still go back and finish it, but it's one of those games where the story's just so stuck in my head that I don't need like to refresh it really. but I just want to. But the game does get depressing, and that makes it hard to push through. It's like my favorite game that I've never replayed, is what I always say. So
Yeah. I could dabble in that. It's been a hot minute. I don't remember.
I was a
as much
lot
as
better
I'd
at
like
it when I was playing it this last time. Sometimes I have patience for stealth, and sometimes I don't, but for whatever reason, I was just fucking crushing it this last time I was playing it.
Yeah, stealth is not my forte, but
Not even in Assassin's Creed, you just fucking run in weapons blazing.
sometimes. Sometimes.
All right. Well, now we'll transition to some Final Fantasy news. So
That's
first
all
one-
you.
Well, you can still comment on this stuff. I have a couple articles. Which one should I? And I still haven't finished the remake. I'm getting close. Played it a decent amount yesterday. So, Final Fantasy Remake, as you probably know, viewers know, I'm sure, this is just the first chunk of the story of the original Final Fantasy. Just the first section. So, this is from Chris Carter at Destructoid. Final Fantasy Remake creator says that the project might be broken into shorter stories to get it out quicker. So, they don't know how many parts it's going to be yet still. And he's like, we could get it out faster if we do even more stories that are smaller. I personally don't want that. I would rather have it be 2 to 3 parts total and have them be like bigger, beefier things. Like this one's probably, I'm at like, I don't know, 30 some hours, and I'll probably be done with it around 40. Given that I just got to the last part where there's a lot more side quests unlock, and then it's like once you go to this area, you can't do these quests. Like that's the final push, is where I'm at in the game. So I'll do these side quests and then I'll push and finish the game. That's what I want. I don't want fucking eight parts to this thing at all. Especially from like a future perspective where if I want to replay this 10 years from now, I'd have to go through like 10 parts. I don't want that. I would rather it be, 3 bigger parts and have them take a few years.
Yeah. Are they talking like DLC or separate
It's
games?
not, they don't know what they're doing with it yet, so it isn't mentioning anything as far as DLC. But it could be more episodic. DLC wouldn't sell as well as opposed to having a physical box in the store. So
True.
I don't want them to do it this way. Also, with the story, it's very similar. Now I haven't seen the ending yet, and obviously I haven't read about it. Hell House. The Hell House is cool.
I don't know what that means.
It's an enemy in Final Fantasy. It's like literally a house with like guns and shit, and it can move and fly around. Now he did add some things. You're not gonna know this, but he was the director of the Kingdom Hearts series, which the story's like batshit insane. And Final Fantasy in general stories are a little crazy and sometimes a little hard to follow. Even though I know the story of Final Fantasy VII, every once in a while it's like, what the fuck's going on? And in the remake, they added some things that aren't in the original, which have worked so far and haven't strayed too far. Obviously the main story beats are there, and the characters are there, and they're just developed more. But people are worried that he's going to get too batshit crazy and change shit completely in the coming episodes, but he has said that he's not, which is good. See, this isn't just another IGN story from Matt Purslow. Final Fantasy Remake producer promises he's not drastically changing the story. He's like, fans want the story from the old one, and we just want to continue to recreate that and expand upon that, but they're not going to shift and change how it works and like change plot points and things like that. So that's good. That's good news for me.
Yeah.
And fans. So yeah. Do you want to play the Final Fantasy VII Remake?
Yeah, but it's on the low end of my list.
So once I'm done with it, you don't want to borrow it right away.
Yeah, I think I have this mental block with like I've never played any Final Fantasy. I dabbled in the one. I don't even remember which one it was.
15.
Last summer, maybe. Yeah. Which
Bud
I
Lights.
think is on sale right now on PlayStation. The Royal
15 is
Edition
really
on
good.
sale.
Yeah, I really like 15. I think it's on Game Pass. You'd be able to play it on there.
Or maybe it was Game Pass. That's what I'm playing today.
Yeah.
But no, I just not knowing anything about Final Fantasy. I don't know if I partially want to get invested in such a huge world and franchise and
And
whatnot.
I mean,
but
just if you just play 7, like so many people from reviews that I've seen have not played Final Fantasy and they play this one and they really like it. and they're not connected story-wise. Like, not Final
Right.
Fantasy VII isn't a sequel to Final Fantasy VI. They're just lightly set in the same universes with the same elements, but not same characters or anything like that. Well, not even I guess the same universe would be a good way to put it, because they're not even on the same planet all the time either. They're just like, there are chocobos and there's this magic and shit like that. He's just gonna add Buzz Lightyear and Mickey Mouse to the game. Yeah, Boys Trip the game is Final Fantasy 15. You're just like the dope boy band, and the characters are really cool.
That is the one that I dabbled in.
Yeah.
I'll
The
check it out
combat's
if it's on Game
ridiculous.
Pass.
But it's fun. But
We'll
I could,
see.
I
I
could lend Final Fantasy 7 to you. I assume I'll be done with it by
Yeah.
next week, by the next show.
We'll figure it out, because I jumped into a new game today that I'm thinking I'm gonna get invested in.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that later. We're getting there. I saw the snap.
I'm gonna throw a quick tidbit out there, because you said something. We were talking about Assassin's Creed, about how Hercules, the movie, helped you
Yeah.
get into.
Got me
Did you
into-
see the news about
The
Hercules?
Russos are producing a
Yes.
Hercules live action movie for Disney,
Off
right?
the Disney one.
Hell yeah.
Disney, which is one of my favorite movies
I love
as a
Hercules.
kid, was Hercules. It was so good. I
The
think
songs
it's
are amazing.
underrated.
I think
Yeah.
it is too.
The characters are underrated, and everything about it.
Do you
and the
think
fact that
it's gonna be a musical?
it better be. It's Disney.
Yeah, but some of the live action ones aren't musicals. So like, we obviously haven't seen Mulan yet, but that one is not a musical. The live action remake
Are you sure? It's not, like, at all?
doesn't seem like it. I don't think it is.
It's a little intense.
Have you
little
seen the
intense to
trailers?
be a
Right?
Musical.
There's no Eddie Murphy dragon anywhere to be seen. I don't think he's in it.
I think there might be some aspects to it. It doesn't seem like Disney to not.
Like, I could
especially
see
with their titles.
I'm trying to think. So now, the Beauty and the Beast remake, that was very much musically, and I loved that. I loved the live action Beauty and the Beast. But The Lion King I didn't see. I assume that one's a musical. Same with The Jungle Book. But I'm trying to think, what are the other live action ones that have come out? Aladdin kind of was, right?
Absolutely, yeah,
And
definitely.
Aladdin was really good.
It's not a musical. It's straight up.
It's straight up what?
Mulan is not musical.
Yeah, so are there even going to be songs in it, you think? Probably not. On Twitter I saw the theatrical version of I Can Go the Distance. I don't remember what that is. I assume that's a song.
Something like that. Sorry, I'm. Yeah, no, it's not like a musical.
Okay.
I'm sure they'll have like the soundtrack in the background kind of thing, but not the actual.
Yeah,
singing.
and I'm sure there'll be like
Dance.
whatever the famous Mulan song was playing in the credits or something. But that's
Right.
probably it.
So-
All right, we're getting sidetracked.
Yeah, sorry about that. I
Nope,
just got
that's fine.
excited.
I am excited about that. There's no
and-
director attached yet, right? But the Russos being involved is very cool.
Yeah, that's all that meant.
Right. All right. This next article from Eurogamer. Nintendo will delay its typical E3 Direct broadcast in June, pushed until later this summer. This is Tom Phillips, Eurogamer. So this is kind of a bummer, because Nintendo hasn't unveiled information in fucking forever. We don't know any more Nintendo games that are coming out this year. The only thing, it's been
Nothing.
Animal Crossing and then fucking silence. So
Well,
Nintendo's-
Pokemon DLC.
Yeah, but
Animal
I'm talking,
Crossing.
I'm talking new games, Ryan.
Hey, I'm excited about Pokemon. That's new to me. The DLC.
That's next month, right? June is the
The
first.
first one. Yeah.
I still have to catch them all. I haven't done that. Anyways, let's not talk about that. So Nintendo has long held its presentations digitally. It's told publishers set to reveal games during its showcase that it needs more development time on its first-party games, so they're pushing back these announcements, which is a bummer. So it's understandable with everything going on. But
Yeah,
Nintendo's Big
that's-
3 announcements set for June include a number of Mario games old and new, which we saw that rumor leak, which is exciting. Mario's 35th anniversary in September. Let's see. They don't have a new date. This is all... Nintendo hasn't unveiled anything officially, so this is all just from the fucking rumor mill, kind of. Publishers have been
Yeah.
told not to wait if they wish to make their own reveals individually. So that's kind of nice. They're not forcing these people who they
yeah.
had agreements with.
Cool.
So yeah, we'll see later in the summer for that big September anniversary. Because we're getting close to the digital events that people have said they were going to do for E3, which is obviously canceled, which would have been in June, but then people were going to do their own reveal events and shit like that. Bethesda said they're not doing one. Ubisoft, I assume, will still have one, and we'll see more deep dives into Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and then new shit from Ubisoft. Maybe finally some Gods and Monsters gameplay. That's what that game's called, right?
Yeah.
The Breath of the Wild style.
Yep.
Yeah, so there's that. That's another delay.
Of course. It's fine. It's not surprising anymore. My heart's been broken enough by all these delays that it doesn't bother me.
Right, yeah. The world's still kind of on hold.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah. Next article. This isn't super news, but kind of is. Animal Crossing amiibo cards will continue being restocked, Nintendo confirms.
I saw that.
This is from a fan Animal Crossing World website. I don't even have an author. Oh, Justin. Just Justin wrote this. Animal Crossing amiibo cards were a thing years ago on the Wii U, but you can still use them in New Horizons. Like I have some, and that's how I got Bob the Villager and Nox the Villager. Dylan got a Squirrel Villager Mint, I think her name is. From the cards, you can use them to bring the villagers to your campsite to then bring into your village, which is pretty sweet. But it's only old ones, so like villagers that were new to New Horizons, you can't get amiibo cards of. It's just older ones who are still villagers in the game. But I guess we saw a restock back in February. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't been looking for them, but they're selling like crazy on like eBay. So Nintendo's like, don't buy them for hundreds of dollars. We're reissuing them.
Cool.
So yeah, that's the thing. That's
cool.
a news thing that's happening.
A little something extra, to keep us floating along.
So let's see if any brand new ones are going to come out. Apparently there's not a lot of new villagers, though. Is that true? There's only 8 new villagers in New Horizons?
That I don't know. I just assumed there was like an infinite number because every time I turn around, there's someone new.
It's like 300 and something villagers.
Oh, damn. Yeah. Okay. Then, yeah, basically.
Yeah, because I remember they showed the number on one of the directs for Animal Crossing. So I know people want this cat. I saw an article about him and people selling him on eBay for like $50+.
Yeah.
Like, did you see that? What the fuck's his name?
Yeah. I can't
There's
remember,
a
but it
picture
was
of him
wild.
here. Yeah, Raymond. Yeah, being sold on eBay for as much as $50, which is insane. Well, who are all the new ones then? Audie, Sid, Dom? Dom is this ram here? Judy, Megan, and Raymond. Everyone wants this fucking... I was gonna say like douchey cat because he looks kind of douchey, but posh. I don't know. He's got a good look, but. And then Renee. Somebody has Renee that we know. I don't remember who. Someone has Renee. Sherb. See, I don't know. Whoa, Judy's eyes. I mean, Raymond seems... I would rather have Renee than Raymond, I think. I just feel like Raymond would be judging me, He's got 2 different color eyes.
Yeah, he's got that attitude.
Yeah. Hipster, twink-looking cat.
You right. That's true. That's legit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Eugene is still my favorite villain.
Eugene is cool as shit. My favorite out of all mine is Bob, the cat, the lazy cat. He's fucking cool. Eugene is cooler, though. Like, I would love Eugene. I got fucking jitters in my campsite today.
I
don't
saw
want
that.
fucking
I'm a little
jitters on my
jealous.
island.
I want a little meth head character running around my island.
Oh, Dylan has jitters, and so does Marisa. Like, they both
Weird.
have jitters. And I had jitters in old Animal Crossing games, and I don't fucking want them. I don't like base jitters. I want the dragon, the crocodile who looks like a dragon. That's who I want. Yeah. Next story. Matt Purslow, IGN. PS Plus games for May 2020 revealed. Nothing exciting for me. City Skylines and Farming Simulator 19. Those do anything for you? No?
Not really.
I thought maybe City Skylines would be something you would maybe be into. I don't know.
Maybe.
It's like a Sim City.
I think I'm like shutting it down because there's just so much. I think I have a lot of games that like I said, I just jumped into a huge game. And
yeah.
just trying not to get too invested.
I don't
too
have a
many
lot of
things.
huge shit I potentially do in my head that I would want to play once I'm done with Final Fantasy, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
once we get through news. Yeah, I don't know. These don't do anything for me. I'll add them to my library because I always do,
Yeah.
and then never play them. But yeah,
It's exciting. It's nice, but
I know people like that shit, but not for me.
yeah.
All right, so this next article is from GameStop. Eddie Makuch? I don't know. Next Battlefield game set for 2021 on Series X, PlayStation 5. Developer DICE has confirmed its statement to IGN. Said with support of Battlefront 2 and Battlefield 5 winding down, it is focused on the future of Battlefield for a new game set to release in 2021. The studio has split its efforts between Star Wars Battlefront and Battlefield since 2015. It was announced in October 2019, I guess, at which time publisher EA said the game would launch in the company's fiscal year 2022, which runs from April 2021 to March 2022. Yeah, I don't know. I never have gotten super into the Battlefield games. I got Battlefield 5 recently because Dylan was playing it a bunch. This was probably in the fall. And then haven't played it at all yet. I haven't seen him play it either, but I haven't.
I think
I've had fun with Battlefield 4 before with friends and stuff, but never huge into it.
I think that's what was the game, the bundle with my Xbox One S when I bought it, was Battlefield.
Yes, it was. I remember that. Yeah.
And I never played it.
Battlefield
like
1,
I just didn't.
I tried. I liked the setting. The World War I setting was cool. And I did like Battlefield 4. That was a launch title for PS4, which when that game first came out, it sucked. They had to patch it and fix a ton of it. But then it was really good. And I played it years later. I remember me and Marcus, an old friend we used to work with, and Dylan teamed up and played. Because it's fun when you play with people. It's not like Call of Duty where you can kind of hop in by yourself and have a good time and be decent at it.
Yeah.
Like Battlefield, you need a squad to stick together to actually make a difference in the game and have, at least for me personally, I don't have fun if I go and play that shit by myself.
That makes sense.
Because it's not like Call of Duty.
Then it's definitely not my jam.
But Battlefield has a hardcore fan base. They don't like Battlefield 5 really, and they've kind of fucked up a lot of the shit and support for Battlefield 5, which pissed off a lot of their hardcore fans. So we'll see if they can get them back. I'm sure they will, but EA tends to fuck up a lot. So I would hope that this game is actually good and the fans like it. So we'll see. I don't know. I would not get this game right away personally, even if it does look awesome, just because it's not for me. At least not at full price. But we'll see. So that's add another game for PS5 and Series X to the list. Just picked up COD Warzone. That's the Battle Royale one, right? I downloaded it and then never tried it. You have to let me know how it is.
I don't think that's up my alley. Like I think we talked about it a while back, but like the fact that I was so heavily invested in Division still confuses me because it's just not my style.
Yeah.
My type of game, but I loved it, so I should learn to be less judgmental of things because I might get into it. But
yeah, the Division 2 is sweet. Yeah, but that's different than like Call of Duty and Battlefield. Those are mostly multiplayer competitive games, whereas the Division is a co-op game.
Yeah.
Like they are both military style shooters, but you liked I guess we're the same way here. We both like more futuristic, so that's why Apex Legends, as far as battle royales go, that was the one I've played and gotten the most invested to. Granted, I haven't played it in a long time.
I should jump into it.
There's a new map now, and there's just a new map, and I don't know where the fuck
and a new character. They're doing a new character.
There's a couple new characters since we played.
The one I just saw this morning was something about whether it's new to me. They're making a new character to compete with Lifeline, which I think will be cool.
And I think they buffed Lifeline some over the past few months.
Yeah. So I don't know. I am tempted to. It comes up. It's like the first thing on the list in alphabetical order every time I'm looking at anything. So I'm like, man, I should just fucking.
You're like, Apex
open it
Legends.
up.
I did have a lot of fun with it. It's one where when I think about streaming, I haven't streamed playing video games since I moved. But it's like when I think about when I'm done with Final Fantasy, I was like, maybe I can do some streaming more. And it's like people like competitive shooters, but I'm not good enough to stream that game.
Yeah, but that's half the fun though. People appreciate that. Like
it's true,
me watching.
I'm just trash and like panicking.
Yeah, like I don't personally like if I'm watching any kind of stream It's not going to be like the most popular one. I'm not into that. I'm not into watching somebody just crush everything they do.
It
I want to
depends.
watch
I either
people
want
learn
them to
and
be
figure it out.
I either want them to be really good, and then I'll just have it on the background, and I can just look and see, like, man, the like people who are just so fucking good at shooters, or I want them to be funny.
Yeah.
And that's usually the parody you get on Twitch, or like Mixer or wherever. I prefer the more funny people, but if I'm doing something where I'm more focused on the narrative or whatever I'm doing, I'm not listening to it anyways. So then it's better for me to have somebody who's good on the screen.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. All right.
Fair.
Next story. This is from PC Gamer. I'm curious if this does anything for you. This is from Fraser Brown. Gearbox's Brothers in Arms is getting a TV show, TV adaptation. So this was what Gearbox made their name on before Borderlands, was Brothers in Arms. So it says kind of. It's really a retelling of a previously classified World War II operation, Exercise Tiger, but it will have the Brothers in Arms moniker, and Gearbox will be involved. So the actual connection to the games, which was also inspired by real events that took place during the war, seems pretty tenuous, though it once again follows a squad of soldiers. So it sounds like a new story almost, with Brothers in Arms branding. I don't know. I never played Brothers in Arms. People love those games, but I never played them. I think they were just on PC.
I don't know. I'm curious, but
Could be cool. It might just be, a war show. I don't know.
yeah, something different.
But that's a thing that we'll see in a couple years, probably.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
What did I see? Something got pushed. A movie got pushed. They just announced it. What was it?
John Wick
Yeah.
got pushed by a year because the Keanu Reeves has to finish filming The Matrix first. They were both supposed to come out in the same weekend, which I thought was weird. So I'm kind of glad it got pushed. But it got pushed by a whole year.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if this article mentions it. So this is post Borderlands. I think it was post Borderlands 2. Gearbox did announce another Brothers in Arms game. This was years and years ago now, though, so I'm assuming it got canceled. But it was called like Brothers in Arms Fatal 4 or something like that, and it seemed more like a goofy look. It was just like a CG trailer, no gameplay. It gave me a Borderlands vibe, but it was called Brothers in Arms something. I don't think this article mentions it. It says Gearbox also canceled a fourth game in the main series back in 2015 after it got a lot of negative feedback. It planned to do away with the series' realistic approach for a caricature of World War II. So yeah, it must be that one. It just doesn't mention the name. But I remember that getting unveiled, and I was like, huh. Because me being a Borderlands fan, I was like, that could be cool. And then everybody who loved Brothers in Arms was like, fuck that, it's not realistic war setting. So that game got canceled.
Fair.
So it's not even happening. I want to know what it was called. Furious 4 is what it was called. That's right. Was there actual gameplay of it? Brothers in Arms Furious 4 would not be part of the Brothers in Arms series and will become a new IP due to negative fan reception at PAX. It's been undergoing some drastic changes. This was back in 2012, so I don't think this game's ever fucking coming. I don't think it's transitioning to anything. Yeah. Ooh, you'll be excited about this one. I'm lying. You're not. 2K reveals an arcade-style WWE 2K Battlegrounds as next WWE 2K game goes into extended development. So they delayed the WWE 2K game by a year. Now, I thought I was going to be excited by this game, but I do not like this art style at all. Like, look at this big-headed Charlotte. I'm not into it. It looks bad. Now, the game does look over the top. We'll see if this plays. It should be muted, right? So, like, he just launched John Cena into a crocodile. That's pretty cool. But I do not like how the characters look. At all. Like, I want a more arcadey wrestling game. I'm into that. But this one does not. I don't know. I don't like the style of the wrestlers. I like the over-the-top, probably easier action of it. But I don't like how it looks. You?
I'm so excited, I'm speechless.
I thought you were pretty quiet.
No,
But yeah,
no,
that's coming
I'll be
this fall.
excited when it's a celebrity deathmatch video game.
All right. So what are we already talked about that.
I don't
We
know.
got a
Okay, so
couple-
I think that game looks cool. I do. I
Monster
think
Factory
that game
of
looks.
that game. You probably
like
can't
it's gonna
create
be cool,
characters though. The WWE one.
Yeah. Don't want to play it. I'm
The
not excited,
gameplay
like, for
looks
it to
like
come
it
out,
will
but-
be over the top and fun. I just don't like how the characters look. But
Yeah.
Tivril, my guess is you can't actually make characters in that one, so you probably can't do a Monster Factory of it, unfortunately. Man, Monster Factory's so good. Another delay we got. This is straight from Twitter, from the Evo Twitter account. Due to COVID-19, they're canceling Evo 2020, which makes sense. Evo's a fighting game tournament that they stream online, but it gathers a bunch of fans and shit. Very cool. I like watching Smash at Evo because the Smash Brothers players are fucking so good. So that's a bummer, but
People
understandable.
are-
They're not doing a digital version of it, which for fighting games there'd be too much lag, I think, for people to fight.
People are wildly good at Smash. Like,
Yeah.
like too impressive. Like it just blows
Yeah.
my mind how good some people are at games such as that. Like, it's a fantastic game, but
You gotta
in
get
my mind, like,
you got to play, Ryan, so you can be at that level, so we can push each other.
you're right.
You know,
You're right.
I need somebody to
I-
play Smash with. If you don't know that, nobody ever wants to play. So I'm not as good as I used to be because I never
All
play
right,
it.
well, I'll dabble. We'll get on it. I'll work on it.
All right. We could test it. We could test the online and see how the online is. Maybe do
True.
some Smash Bros streams. I have a way to plug in my Switch, and also I heard it's better if you're closer together. So like we live close together, and you're not in like Japan, and I'm trying to connect.
Right.
with
I'm
you,
not
so-
on the other side of the globe.
Right. So we should try
Fair.
it sometime. This other thing, straight from Twitter. I don't know if you saw this. This is exciting news. I should have probably read this earlier because it's actually big news. This is straight from Jeff Keighley's Twitter. So this is him. But I'm just going to read it. Since I was a kid, one of my favorite parts of the summer has been seeing all the video game companies band together to hype us up about the future of this incredible medium. This year has been a challenge for all of us. For a while, I thought 2020 might be the first time in 25 years we didn't have a big Magic industry-wide moment. It really bummed me out to see everything fracture. More than ever, this is a year we need a positive, uplifting center of gravity to bring this global community together. So that's what we're going to build. Today I'm proud to announce Summer Game Fest, a 4-month-long season of news events from all your favorite game platforms and publishers. It's all the news you've been waiting for, but also in-game events, playable content, and demos of select titles, and a bunch of fun surprises. Summer Game Fest isn't a singular show, but a whole season of events. The schedule hub at summergamefest.com will guide you through the next 4 months to make sure you don't miss a thing. And trust me, there are some amazing events coming, and I'm working on some plans for a developer showcase with my friends at I Am 8-Bit, and of course, Gamescom. ONL on August 24th as a big season finale. I don't know what that is. Thanks to all the game companies and devs who are working hard under challenging circumstances to keep us entertained. So I hope Summer Games Fest is a way to show these artists just how much their work helps us get through uncertain and scary times. Keep playing the future. Gaming is about to get really bright this summer. Signed, Jeff. So that's super exciting. Jeff Keighley's awesome. So him being able to put this thing together. I haven't actually looked at the website, so we're going to go there right now.
Yeah, that's really exciting. Cool.
I wonder if this is going to take the place of some people's independent E3 events. Like if instead of Ubisoft doing their own thing just on Twitch, they're going to do it through this Summer Game Fest.
That'd be cool.
So the website doesn't have... Whoa. You can just sign up to be notified. Basically, this is the website. So yeah, it says May to August. So we could get something sweet soon, you know?
I'll have to dabble in that.
Well, I signed up. But yeah, that's exciting. And it's kind of a cool hub for this kind of stuff. So this, along with... Remember we talked about IGN's doing a game event fest thing sometime in June?
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was called. Let's see. IGN Summer of Gaming Showcase. That's right. I don't remember when theirs was. It is such a huge gap of time that I'm curious, is there going to be something like every week or like once a month, or what's it going to be, you know? That's what I'm like confused about. Okay, so IGN's was, let's see. It's in June. What were their actual dates? It just says June. No, it just says June. So IGN has a Summer of Gaming event in June. So along with that and the Summer Game Fest, I assume we'll see big companies announcing big shit and everything like that.
Yeah.
But I'm curious how
Just
frequently it's going to be.
Right. It just sounds like it's going to give people an opportunity to like you said, rather than do it on their own, there's like something they can join that people are already going to be invested in.
Yeah, so
they'll give them a bigger platform to stand on. Yeah.
Yeah, which is exciting. Yeah, I'm into it, and it'll be easier for us to find if a smaller company, like obviously we'll know when Ubisoft or Square Enix or, Sony and Microsoft are doing their things. I still think Sony isn't going to be a part of any of this. Sony's probably going to do their own shit, but we'll know about that. But when you get into smaller developers, maybe unveiling a cool game that we wouldn't have seen otherwise, we'll see at these events, which is sweet.
Cool. That'll be fun.
Right. All right. That's all I got for news. I had a couple articles, but we'll do those on a slower news week that were just kind of fun things. So what have you been playing? You've been teasing this new big game.
Oh, yeah. You mean the one that I posted on Instagram?
Yes.
So Kingdom Come Deliverance. It came out 2 years ago.
It's been out for a while.
Yeah, I wanted it right off the bat. I remember just being intrigued by it. It's like just one of those period pieces that I'm interested in.
It's like first-person war.
Yeah, like medieval.
Yeah, not guns.
And so I started it this morning. I really like it, and some of the cutscenes are really long. Like there's this one right off the bat.
Is it story heavy? I didn't know that it was.
It seems like it. Like the one with your dad, right off the bat after you finish the first quest was at least 5 minutes long. And I was interested in it.
I didn't know it was like that.
Yeah, just the dialogue between the two and that whatever. It's cool. It's really cool. I really like it.
Do you level up? Is it like RPG wise? Are you getting new skills or like stats and stuff?
Yeah, you have stats. You have a crazy huge inventory that I still haven't quite figured out. But there's trading and haggling and I'm literally just starting. So I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more to it. Right now I died twice because you just have to run.
I've heard it's very realistic as far as the combat and your damage goes. I remember Dylan being excited about it, but he was waiting for bugs to get fixed because it was pretty buggy when it launched, I guess. I know he's played it a lot since then, I think, so he might be someone to talk to about that.
Yeah, I'll definitely reach out.
Realistic, war kind of shit like that.
Yeah, it seems like that. So it definitely seems like right now I have no armor or nothing, so I'm they're killing me immediately, which makes sense.
Go and fight. You can't go and fight a group of 5 people or you'll die, right? Don't you need?
Or even one, because I'm fucked right now.
Oh, really? Nothing. Shit.
Yeah, so literally, you're just dead. So it's cool. I'm excited for that. I will keep you posted, and we'll talk about it next week. I'm sure I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, I know. Once I finish Final Fantasy, I doubt I'll finish it today. I'm gonna go and do side quest stuff today, finish off all those side quests. But I know this last area is gonna be bigger, which I'm excited about, and I'm excited to see where things go. Cause man, this game's fucking awesome. I did a different boss battle. It kind of split the party up yesterday, and there was a cool boss battle with a lot of small enemies. And then a big enemy showed up. The boss battles fucking beat ass in this game. They're so fun. And it does weird things, it's split up. I was just Tifa and Barrett the whole boss battle, because they all got separated, Tifa, Barrett, Cloud, and I was like, what the fuck? So I was on a weird platform with Tifa, but then I was switching between Tifa and Barrett while I was fighting, and then eventually she hops back down. It was really cool and really well done.
It sounds
and it's just, it's so cool. I don't want it to end. I think that's why. I think I told you that why I've been taking my time a little bit. But now it's to the point where it's I want to finish it because I'm close and I want to see how it wraps it up, because it is only part of the game, obviously.
It's exciting. It's always bittersweet.
Yeah.
When you're that invested and it's going to end.
Right.
Gotta do it.
I did finally
rip it off like a Band-Aid.
I did finally change my town flag and my town tune in Animal Crossing. my town flag is from Bureau of Bounce, which is from a D&D podcast I listen to. And then my town tune was a Chocobo theme from Final Fantasy because I was trying to think of cool things, and I didn't realize how often the town tune plays when you do shit in that game until I changed it to something like that I recognized. Like I'll just go into people's houses and then it'll play at a different like tune height. I don't know the musical term.
Yeah, I don't.
But it's just like do 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 do. Whenever I walk or go anywhere or talk to anybody, I'm like, this is fucking cool as shit.
Yeah, yep. That's why I ended up
a
couple weeks ago changing mine because.
Yeah, what is yours?
It's which town is it? From Ruby and Sapphire.
Ooh, that is my weak point of Pokemon.
I know. That's what, I know. I was gonna say Pallet Town. That's obviously not right. That's way before. Yeah, it's the your hometown in Sapphire.
Right. Hell yeah, Adventure Zone. I have a lot of different Adventure Zone creations I found online for Animal Crossing, which is dope. I'm excited to play something new. Like I'm excited to finish. Like as much as I'm gonna be bummed when Final Fantasy is over, I'm excited to play something else.
Yeah.
Like I have Resident Evil 2 Remake, which I might finally play, but also Game Pass. I know Nier Automata is on there, and I really want to play
I was just gonna say I am literally downloading it as we speak.
I've heard nothing but good things about that game.
As well as Wolfenstein Youngblood, because
oh shit, I didn't know that was on there.
I never played it. Yeah, so it's on there.
I should download because you can play that co-op, right? I heard it's a lot better playing co-op.
Yeah. But I just finished Journey to the Savage Planet. I know we talked about it last week, how I had jumped into it.
You had just started it.
Yeah. Really good. I'm probably not going to wrap up all the little pieces to it yet.
Okay.
It's definitely one, like, I finished the game, and I can go back, and now you just find the little pieces that I need to find and clean it up. Like,
okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's not much else to it,
Your
so I'm done with that.
RPG stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm probably gonna play some Kingdom Come Deliverance and see how that goes.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna play some Final Fantasy, make some food, work out at some point, because I did not work out yesterday. I was like, you know what? I haven't had a fucking off day in like weeks from working out.
That's fair.
And it got to like 8 p.m. and I was like, I'm just gonna shower and watch Back to the Future Part 2 because I watched Part 1 last week. I was like, man, these movies are great.
I watched, as I showed you, The Foreigner, which holds up. It's so good, dude. So good.
It's weird that you brought it up because my dad texted me last week asking if I had ever seen it.
What?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, he's like, I just watched this movie with Jackie Chan. It's a couple years old called The Foreigner. And I was like, hell yeah, that movie kicks ass. I saw that in theaters. That's
Sweet.
with Pierce Brosnan's in that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
So good. I love it.
That's good stuff. Did you watch something else too? Before?
The Gentleman.
Yeah. That movie's awesome.
Highly recommend to anybody out there.
I still need to watch that other Guy Ritchie movie. The Viking one. Or not the Viking one. The King Arthur one that I haven't seen that you really liked with the guy that you think is super hot. Who looks really cool.
Yeah.
Who's also in The Gentleman.
That's right. Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep. Yeah, get on it. If you want my voodoo information to check it out.
Oh, okay, you have it on there? I might, because I don't have it anywhere. And I don't think it's streaming anywhere.
I don't think so either, which surprises me, actually. It might be. I wonder if Amazon has it.
I could look. I usually look. I don't know why. Every couple months, I'm like, yeah, let's see if this movie's there. Because I think it's one of, like, a couple Guy Ritchie movies I haven't seen. I still haven't seen The Man from U.N.C.L.E. with Henry Cavill, and I really want to see that. That's another Guy Ritchie movie. Me
either. And it was in the poster in The Gentleman, and I thought of it. And I was like, hey, I should find that and watch it.
Yeah.
So.
And I love
Good
Henry Cavill
placement.
and Guy Ritchie, and it gives me James Bond vibes, which Henry Cavill has wanted to play James Bond in the past. That's probably the closest he'll get. But he's Geralt now. That's all we need from him. That's a lie. I like him in other stuff too.
Yeah, I should rewatch that too.
I should read the book that I bought, that I read like a third of. That was really good.
I get on it.
That'll be a post Final Fantasy.
That'll be.
And I have a keyboard coming. I'm gonna try and learn piano. Do I also have time for that on video games and books and all that?
So ambitious, Brandon.
I'm trying to distract my mind from being stressed out.
I'm just gonna play video games and deal with it. I'm like, nothing. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. I mean,
So-
I play instruments in Animal Crossing, so that kind of counts. I have a keyboard. You can just come over to my island
I have
and
a
jump on
piano
my
now
keyboard.
in Animal Crossing. It's in my basement.
Yeah. See?
I have a pink
It's all
couch
good.
that I use as my piano chair. So I didn't get my
Nice.
keyboard, but I got my keyboard chair, which I could put that together today.
You're halfway there.
Yeah. I think I get it. I'm hoping I get it on Tuesday, since I don't work on Wednesday. But I
Oh,
think
yeah,
it's
that's
supposed to
right.
come Wednesday, and I'm like,
So-
yeah, you're off Wednesday too, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Although, you know, if it's gonna be like 30 degrees, so who knows
Eh,
if it's gonna be worth having a day off.
it will.
The
It
fucking
will.
weather's
Video
gonna be
games,
shit.
coffee, and video games.
I know, all the time. I already drank like 10 cups.
I only drank 1 cup today, so far. I'll have another one probably.
I've filled this like 4 times.
Holy shit! I might make a pot, because I do get coffee and use Dylan's on the weekend usually. I don't make a whole pot during the week because I'm not home enough to drink it all.
Oh yeah. I drink so much coffee. Yeah.
All right, well, let's pimp our shit. I
Sweet.
realized in the old videos that I keep saying just Dark Siren, but you're Dark Siren 89 everywhere, correct?
That's true. Literally everywhere. Dark Siren 89 with a Y, just in case.
Yes.
Anybody needs that clip.
It's weird because I think instinctively I just spell it with a Y, just because I'm used to it. But that's
Which
not actually how
is
it's spelled,
weird.
right?
Like anywhere ever.
Like it's
Like
Dark Siren. SYREN? Is that right?
SYREN. Yep.
Dark Siren 89. Like that.
That's me. Find me
Yeah.
everywhere.
Instagram, Twitter. Do you have a Twitch?
Twitch? Yeah, I don't do anything on
Okay. Eventually, maybe.
Instagram, Twitter, PlayStation, Xbox.
Instagram's the biggest one that you post the most frequently on. right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facebook I deleted again.
Probably for
But
the
yeah,
best. I need to
Instagram.
go on there less, anyways. It's honestly the
You can
most
see my
useful for
dog.
Messenger right now. Yeah, the dog pictures
that's
are
all
legit.
I have.
I'm Laird
See my
Brandon,
puppy on Instagram.
obviously. Penny.
See my
Penelope.
nipples too. A lot of people like to point that out.
Yeah.
Shirtless pictures.
It's been a while, right?
I posted one last week maybe, but I
Okay.
am not a fan of it.
I thought about posting one
We don't talk
because I
about
was
that.
just like laying in bed listening to music for like 2 hours because I couldn't nap yesterday. And I was like, do I post like a shirtless nipple pic laying in bed to mock Ryan? And I was like, I'm not confident enough in my body for
Oh,
that.
you just gotta do it, and then tag Amber in it because Amber's a big fan of nipple pictures.
Like, sorry, I don't have tattoos. I hope the chest hair helps.
Yes, exactly. See, just be like, hey, come check out your new friends, Amber.
She unfollows me.
yeah, she'd unfollow both of us.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm Laird Brandon on Twitch and then LRD Brandon on Twitter and Instagram.
yeah,
That's
And,
really all
you
I
know,
care to pimp.
find us,
YouTube,
follow
Laird
us.
Brandon. That's where we post these videos. So this will go up on YouTube later today.
Yes, true story.
Yeah. Well, I'm Brandon.
I'm Ryan.
This has been Brandon and Ryan Game Talk. Thanks for hanging out, everyone.
Catch you next week.
Bye.